Hey again. Welcome back, one and all. Happy Friday. And welcome to the commentary zone as you enter the room. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. I want to say a special thanks to all of our new subscribers who sub to us by watching our review of this particular show. So thank you so much. Welcome to the tribe. Can't wait to see you in the live chat and in the comments section. Okay, so this is 90 Day Fiancé UK, Season 3, Episode 7. She calls it cheating. And I assume we all call it cheating, no matter what. No matter what. Oh my God. Alrighty, so let's get going with this episode. Who are we going to start with?
Let's start with Neiven and Tony because
Okay.
these two. I can't say I root for them. I'm not gonna say that, but I want Tony to do better. But he's not going to. We know that, and I get where the sister was coming from. I really do, but she was a little bit out of line.
Mm-hmm.
But she minded her manners. Nui was cool. Nui understood. So I like the fact that she has a forgiving nature, but she's acutely aware of what's going on. So she makes the Thai food. She was so cute. She's like, "Where's my wok? I can't make my wok." She's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't make the food. It's so hard." Da, da, da. But she made the food. It was good, and that was pretty much it. The sister went in on her heart. But what I don't like with this couple, what I don't like is mostly Tony and his sister.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna say you financially supporting her? And we've not heard her ask you for money. You offered money. To me, when
Mm-hmm.
you offer money, that's not financially supporting
That's
me.
a
That's you
gift.
giving me a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And the sister's making the assumption that, oh, she just wants him for money. No. That just tells me your brother's been telling you a whole bunch of BS behind the scenes. That you support
Because
her.
he needs Nui for a stay in Phuket. I saw this scene completely different because she was throwing the hammer down on Nui until Nui became the little serving girl cooking up her little Thai cuisine, and it tasted good, and she cleaned up that kitchen, so she was okay to stay.
That same line of train thought released to another couple as well, which I didn't like that either. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, that was even worse.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like
Ryan,
this.
thank you. Perfect. This is the perfect way to say it. Sis thinks
Mm-hmm.
he's funding her love when he's gifting. Exactly.
Yep. It's not a problem when he gifts you something, Lisa.
Maybe he doesn't gift them anything. Oops.
Well, or maybe the funds have been diverted elsewhere. Because she says she ain't seen him in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I'm snacking, y'all, but it's the end of my day and I am struggling trying to figure out what to eat. And
And I'm looking at
mm-mm,
Lisa. I'm like, Lisa, you're not very observant. Do you not see Newie's clothes?
mm-hmm.
You don't see how they fit? Okay. You let your brother um let you think that he's funding her, but you ain't checking his credit card statements. But okay, we
But
gonna
here's
leave
the
it alone.
thing. He's the only one that I've seen in quite a while that is trying to push the narrative that he is supporting this woman. When was the
Right.
last time we saw that? Michael and the girl from Brazil that it was a
The
model that he
model
met on a yacht in Europe.
that was married by his ex-wife. Yeah.
Uh-huh. He was a benefactor too.
But we all knew that though. When nobody no, okay.
I'm not saying that Nui was in the same profession as that
No.
girl was, but
It's the
he was,
narrative. He's really
yeah.
pushing that narrative
Mm-hmm.
that she needs him for support and blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. It's just very interesting. Um anything with them. So he took her up to Scotland where the sister lives. So we still have not seen his house. Because his house, where is it? Newcastle?
Yes.
Oh, special shout out to Farmata. Because I know I saw her in the other show. Farmata is in England, a whole day away from us. And she stayed up late to catch at least one of our shows. So thank you so much, Farmata. We really appreciate you. I know this change in schedule is hard, especially for anyone that's in the UK that happens to watch us. We just really appreciate anybody who tunes into us. So thank you. What else happened with these losers?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, we got Welcome to the Family by Big Lisa. Who's next?
Oh, we have Sam and Ali and whatchamacallit. Or we could do what's her face? Jamie and what's her face?
Let's do Sprite and John and get them the fuck out of the way because I can't stand them. All right, let's bring these bitches on. Sprite and John. I can't stand them.
They make no sense.
They're the worst actors ever. They are smirking throughout every single one of their arguments. They fight over nothing. Why did TLC recruit these two fools?
John gets on my nerves. John gets on my nerves more than Sprite does, and I did not expect that. Because, sir, your insecurity is showing. This man does not love you. There is no chemistry. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Nothing. Zero. If y'all are, to me, I think y'all are besties. That's just my opinion. Y'all is besties, and y'all go out together and do all that bullshit, and y'all be hooking up with each other's men, and all that good stuff.
They are married in a dysfunctional lifestyle. Sprite is a chubby chaser, and John is needy. He is really needy. Like, he's just very aggravating because when Sprite went to London to go and do his photo shoot, try to network and prepare himself for when he comes there, he looking to hit the ground running, working, and he was happy. Did you notice the change in his attitude? He was so happy. He was away from John.
Debbie said that, wasn't me.
And
I'm just gonna do this.
But he showed independence because when he came back late. Like, John was bitching, like, where is he? He should have had my dinner ready by 6 when I got home from
that was a problem. That was a problem for me. That was a problem for me.
And then he was like so upset. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to make a sandwich. Your fat ass could cook. You ain't get that way with just sandwiches. And then gonna put the guilt on him and then want to know, well, how did you get home from the train station?
Right.
He is quick-witted and independent. He don't need you.
He said a taxi.
And
the same taxi he offered to take so you could sleep in and not do nothing.
But wait, you notice this. John is real unfair. John is like, when he ain't got nothing to do, he was expecting Sprite to spend as much time with him together on this limited vacation. But when he had something to do, like the job interview that he did not prepare for, nor know what the hell he was doing, Sprite was a distraction. You can't have it both ways, boo. Maybe don't get a job interview while you entertaining your little boo thing. I don't like them. Yes, John is a cook, but he wants Sprite to cook, even though he complained about Sprite cooking because Sprite ain't washed nothing.
Right. That was funny, though. Sorry.
He had dirt in his spinach or something or the other. I don't know.
I didn't like the whole, I expect you to be here and cook for me. I'm like, yeah, that's, no. That kind of sent me over. Stuff like that. And I'm going to say it how it is. Like, when Caucasian people do that to Asian people, it bothers me. Okay, that's a Oh, that's like a stereotype narrative that's out there and it's common. And I'm like, you don't do that. You don't say stuff like that. Do you think when he said like, do you think when I cook all day in the kitchen, do you think when I come out I want to cook? Sir, what was you doing when Sprite wasn't there?
Thank you. Well, probably Uber Eats.
20% off DoorDash maybe? I don't know. But I don't think they do country though, so I think he was cooking.
Mm-mm-mm. John was just very presumptuous for me and very want to be controlling and whiny. I hate this couple. I hate, like, I don't know how you like them. I hate them.
Because I see it for what it is. Like when you said they doing stunts and shows, like okay, cool, they doing stunts and shows. But if they weren't such bad actors, they'd be almost believable.
No.
But the way Sprite as like he doesn't like John, and my whole thing, I see no chemistry.
Is it wrong of me to want
Yeah,
Sprite to
real quick.
be Michael number 2 and run away?
Yeah, yeah, right. Or any minority person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but when you normally see it, it's normally from what I've seen on these shows, Caucasian and Asians. That's why I kind of made that direct correlation because because this vibe gives me the same vibe as Tony and Nui, and I just don't like that.
Well, Nui
But
had to
Ryan, you are
volunteer
right.
to cook. Nui had to volunteer to cook because what he cooked was just nasty. She did. She said, "How about I cook from now on, so I can have something other than brown and cream and something with vegetables."
Right?
Anyway, I have nothing more to say about them. Who's next?
And we have what, Allie and Sam, or
Mm-hmm.
who's left? Who's the other one? Help me out.
Allie and Sam
Oh,
and
Jamie and Jimmy. What's the face? Simon's friend.
What do you want to do?
Let's do Ali and Sam.
Okay, here we go.
Now, here's the thing: Sam, Babykins, Honey Lamb. I'm gonna need you to get it together. I'm gonna need you to think with the brains I know you have.
Mm-mm.
He is coming over for um him not to come over there. You think he's supposed to be coming over there for you? That's just not what it is. Most people who are leaving their country, they're looking for a better life,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows you're insecure. He knows you live in the UK. He knows, yeah, you say you gonna pay for his visa. He gonna have to pay you back, but he gonna put it on you one good time, and you gonna forget all about that £5,000. Shut up. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. And she's annoying because she complains about everything.
What I found completely mind blowing was that she actually sat down with his friends and did not insult them with like nasty nicknames. 1. 2, this is the first time that she realized that he's going to be leaving something behind. Okay. 3, Allie, where's your family? 4, Sam, you gave yourself away that he is paying you for this visa and this marriage because you offered up your fucking mother that married his friend. I'm done with this storyline.
With her, I'm just looking at her like, I don't understand. You know how you don't understand what's going on here. It's ridiculous. It's dumb. No one. Here's my thing. This is just my firm opinion. When people are like don't have much, and they're go getters, they want to do better. Because he said like she's like, well, the unemployment rate in my area is really high. He's like, okay. She's like, that's not a good thing. He's like, well, I can do everything. I can do it. Blah 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 blah. Your people are just lazy. I'm like, well, yeah, and she's not listening to him. he's not coming over just for you. Let's call a thing a thing. And she kept trying to compare cost of living. Ma'am, I'm sure from my understanding, the pound might go farther in Turkey than it does in England. So it's like she has no awareness,
Right.
no
No,
understanding. Or is it the other way
no,
around?
she does. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
She made sense when she said that. Okay. Cost of living, right? The pound will go farther in Turkey. He's in Turkey. Yes, in Turkey.
Yes.
However, when you keep your pound at home, the cost of living at home is expensive. So then
Right.
if you take what he makes and he's spending it in Turkey, it's just as hard. And if you listen to Moving Mad's commentary on this particular episode, he gave some further insight on it, because especially when Brexit happened,
Mhm.
all of the Europeans that were in the UK doing the jobs that the British didn't want to do, like the cleaning and the schlepping jobs, the low wage jobs. When Brexit happened, they went back, and all of those service jobs went empty. And I think he made the comment that things were not as clean. And he said where she's from, up in Newcastle,
Mhm.
there is a high unemployment rate right now. You see, this is something that Americans don't realize. We have a stupendous economy. A lot of countries around the world have not bounced back after the pandemic.
Right.
Our economy is booming. Our unemployment rate is super low. Inflation, yeah, we all complain about it, but bitch, go overseas and see how inflation is kicking people's asses.
Mhm.
Check that. But nobody ever takes the time to watch any other news other than their local news. And that's okay. But I be perusing everywhere. And Moving Mad said that the unemployment rate in her area, it is high. He's coming with the right mentality, because he's coming with the same mentality that the Caribbean people came with to the United States back in the 70s and 80s. And they're like, look, we can do whatever job that y'all don't want to do. We're going to
Mhm.
clean the toilets. We're going to change the pampers. We're going to wipe the snotty nose. We're going to feed the babies. We're going to clean up your schools or whatever. We're going to clean your streets. We're going to do whatever over the table and under the table in order to get some money to send home.
Right.
We will do those jobs
That's
that
all.
you don't want to.
That's what I was saying. Because like the Turkish lira, 1 pound equals
Mm-hmm.
41 Turkish lira. So yeah, like, my thought process is this: is that he's going to come to the UK, work
Right.
and send a lot of money home to improve his station there. And my main issue with her is like she's not understanding, like you're not going to be the sole reason. Like let's be completely honest. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
saying, anyone who's willing to leave their country for a better life is not going to be solely leaving for someone else. Yeah, you're part of the package, but you're not the prize. Sorry, that's just the
Right.
truth.
But also, Jamal, in saying that the pound works out to a lot of lira in Turkey.
Hmm.
If a bar of soap is $1 in England, right? That same bar of soap in Turkey might be $10, the equivalent of
Hmm.
$10.
So
So
you
you
have to
see,
take the
that's where the
money.
imbalance is.
So yeah,
Yes,
you have to take the money and look at the cost when you get there. Basically, that makes
correct.
sense. It can
Because
go farther. It
there
can
might be
go farther.
mhm.
It might be able to go farther, but it might be just as high. You know what I
Or
mean? To
even
balance, to
higher,
balance, to balance, right?
because like in Barbados, things that you take for granted here that are American products, I can't buy American products back home. I'd be throwing money away, because after the VAT, importation taxes, the shipping costs to get it down there, the taxes, all of that shit add up, and then you got to do the markup from the wholesaler and then the store I'm buying it from. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Like it's soap. So I gonna buy the soap from Trinidad, because that's part of the Caribbean.
Right.
It's lower taxes. It's a harsher soap, But um I'm not paying for all of that. So
I
you
got
have to
you.
think like that, you know?
No, no, it makes sense because yeah, the money, like the money itself, might go farther, but the cost is if the cost is
The cost of the
equivalent,
items
it's
might be more expensive
right.
due to government
Hmm.
taxes and importation fees and stuff like that.
No, that
So
makes
he
sense.
can get a job. I wonder if she's factored in that he might have to wait a little bit to get the job.
Right.
And because she's already putting the restrictions on him that he can't get a computer to play games.
Now, what are your thoughts on that though? Like, what? Like, seriously,
I
I want
agree.
your thoughts.
Get a job if you want to play games and buy a computer and play games.
No,
Get a job and buy it.
no. He said he's going to work, but she told him no. Because remember in the confessional, she said no. There will be no gaming until he pays me back for his visa. That's his first priority, and that's why I want your opinion on that. Because here's my whole thing, ma'am. This is what you want. Like
Right,
this.
but if
Okay.
it's part of the agreement that
Oh,
that he is buying a visa off of her, then I would expect him to have his first priority to pay back for the
so
visa.
okay. So you're saying if the part that you say if it's part of the package, if like part of the fee is I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to work and get you over here, but you're
Mm-hmm.
going to pay me back once
Mm-hmm.
we're set. Oh, you're looking at it from
Right.
the
So
standpoint. You're looking from the
instead
standpoint. There's
of
an agreement. I'm looking at the point like
correct, because like here, like what we were talking about last week, and I told you what the going rate was when I first emigrated
yeah.
and what it is now. You got to pay that up front. 20 to 25K you got to pay up front to the person who's marrying you to get your papers straight.
Do you think they have a
He's not
broker?
doing that. Mm?
Do you think they have a broker? I'm just
Mm-mm.
curious. No.
I think he ate out her box really good for the first time, and he talked her into this and told her, "I'll pay you back if you bring me over, and I'll even throw in a few more of them munch boxes for you." I feel they have an agreement with regards to paying back for that visa,
Mm-hmm.
allowing him to live with her, trading off for sex, and stay
Mm-mm.
with her for the amount of time needed for him to get straight.
Goods and services. Got you.
Mm-hmm. Look, Ryan just asked Fermata, how long does he have to stay married to her until he can get his own UK green card, US green card equivalent? Yes. I would like to know that. Do you remember the Heyman skit from Living? Yes, 16 job. But listen, we were living that. We were, mind you, my mother only had one job because me and my brother were a lot. She couldn't do more than one job because we were going to kill each other when she wasn't there. So
Damn.
my mother had to make sure she come home at a certain time to prevent a wounding or a death or just the idea already, dead carcass that was shoved in the corner.
Child, y'all some brutal little kids. And what's the age difference?
6 years. He's 6 years older than me.
You up there trying to, girl? You up there fighting with your child?
He was fighting with me, and I will die saying that.
Okay, you're always the defendant. I got you.
Correct, and he is always wrong.
A mess.
That's life.
Again, as only child here, I have no idea about this realm.
But here's the thing, though. We were raised as only children separately because he was raised mostly by his grandma, and my mother kept me. She thought wisely. But no, we finally started living together when he was about to turn 18. So she finally got him up. And I was 12? Yeah. So that's when we first really lived together.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of him coming for sleepovers and stuff like that. I've had a really crazy upbringing, but it has made me the well-rounded individual that you see here today. Hello.
See, I
But
look
yeah.
at people's siblings. I'm like, wow. I used to want
Mhm.
siblings, and then I used to ask my mom, like, I was young. I'm like, I want a brother, sister. As I got older, and then I hit like 14, and she asked me, like, so, like, what would you think? Was I 14? I was in that age range. I'm
Mm-mm.
like, and I told her straight up. I said, you know what? At this point, the fun would have worn off that child. I would be a babysitter. So no, that's
Mhm.
okay. You ain't got to do that no more. We good. I'm an only
No.
child. I told her. I said I was meant. Apparently, I was meant to be an only child. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's just the way it is. I said it's fine.
Listen, my brother arrived, and then the next day I was talking about my mother for with regarding options to deport him. It lasted about 24 hours. And she was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah. I was talking with her options for deportation.
You just ruthless. Damn. Now can't he go back to grandma's house, but he gotta be deported out the whole country.
Oh, grandma was in Barbados.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
grandma came up with. Okay,
No.
that's different. I got you.
Mm-mm. Grandma was in Barbados. I loved his grandma. His grandma was so nice to me. I don't know where he came from, but his grandma was so nice to me. She liked me.
She didn't know you.
Yes, she did. She liked me. I was red.
I can't stand you. You talk about send him back to grandma's house. Just
Yeah.
nuh-uh. He
Hmm.
was he was
She
he was
liked him.
he was okay for 24 hours, but he gotta go now.
Right, right. But again, we weren't raised in the same household for most of our
Right.
lives, had single child mentalities, and then
Hmm.
come together. Him, getting acclimatized to a whole new environment, um,
And
and
you didn't have
me.
and you didn't have time for that. Basically, that's what you said.
No, because we never really got along when we were home either. Because whenever he would come to visit, he was just such trash. Oh my God. Like, seriously, fighting all the time. He would destroy my stuff. I would tell on him. Like, it's a lot of years apart.
I don't. I mean, I don't. I can't. I can't. I can't say I don't.
No, but being a single child and then having somebody come into your space,
Yeah.
it's just like, why are you here?
Right. How long? How long? How long you staying? When's your
Yes,
flight back? When's
exactly.
your flight
No,
back?
we're cool now. We've gotten closer over the years since we became adults. Um, since my mother passed, we got closer then as well. But I think I hold grudges, but that's the petty in me. But we are cool now. Now that we are approaching AARP. Well, shit, not approaching. We is AARP.
I told my mom that. I was like, "Do you realize like all y'all are senior citizens now?" And she's
Yeah.
like, "Jamal." I'm like, "Well, you are like all of you senior citizens."
Mm-hmm.
And they are
Like
they
my
are
my brother is gonna be 60 this year. He's gonna be 60. He wanted me to come home for his birthday.
my
And
mom
I
is
was just
70.
like,
Mom's is 70, and all her other siblings are in their 60s. And it's just like y'all are
wow.
all senior citizens, and it's great to see. But they are a scream because they still get into petty squabbles, and I just sit back
Mm-hmm.
and be like, okay, what's going on here? I'm like, oh, that's right, y'all are siblings. Never mind. And
Mm-hmm.
but they all grew up together though, so it's different. They all grew up together,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and yeah, yeah. But
Listen, just brace yourself because let me tell you, my mother was the middle child of five from the same mother and father. There's only one left. They go down like dominoes.
mm,
Brace yourself.
mm, mm, mm. Kelly says she's Team Petty.
Yes, Team Petty. I'll hold a grudge. Shit, I'm still mad at him from when I was 6, and he took my cute little visor and he like destroyed it and buried it in the orchard, and then came and laughed at me and told me what he did. And the reason why he did it, because it looked cute. He wanted it and I wouldn't give it to him. So he took it and destroyed it and buried it and told me go try to find it.
He said, if I can't have it, then neither one of us gonna have it.
Right.
See, that's my kind of petty. That's some stuff I would do.
Yeah, but it's approaching 50 years and I'm still salty about that.
Like, make me mad and I know you like chocolate. Yeah, you gonna get an X likes chocolate cake, you sure is.
And you wonder why I was discussing deportation options.
I understand, Debbie. Them hats is kinda,
And it was the ugliest thing too, but it was mine.
But you thought it was yours, and you thought it was cute at that time. That's all that mattered. To you,
Listen,
that's all that mattered.
I even got somebody took a picture of me with it on, and my brother has that picture. I never knew what happened to it, and he sent it to me a few years ago, like on the phone, saying, "Hey, you remember this picture? You remember what I did to that hat?"
I love it. I love it.
Bitch.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about. You remember this? Remember that hat that you no longer have and could not find?
No, he told me right after he went and buried it.
He told you to go find it though. He said,
he said go find it.
So funny. I love stuff like that. That's like my uncle used to like hit my mom, and she's older, so he used to hit her. And she would tell my grandmother, and my grandmother said she didn't remember that. She's like, yeah, he used to hit us all the time, blah, 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 blah. And then one time he was bent over in the closet doing something, so she went and found the pointiest shoes my grandmother had and went and kicked him in his behind. And then he ran told my mom. She said, well, he keep hitting us, so yeah, I kicked him. That's just what it was.
Oh my God. Well, I think that was just desserts.
I'm not really a big fan of destroying stuff. Me personally, I would just do petty. Mm-hmm. I'll probably do petty stuff like like put itching powder in your drawers, bleach all your nice jeans. Mm-hmm. What was you do? I was experimenting with tie dye. Oops, I used bleach. My bad. Stuff like that.
You got to remember, we're a little bit older than you. And we was in the Caribbean at that time. So we not wasting bleach. We not cutting up nobody clothes because they were expensive. But little things like that little, because it was made out of styrofoam. I forgot to tell you. It was a visor made out of styrofoam, and it had like this swirl pattern. So when you pull it down, it had like little slits in it. It was really, I don't know how I got it. I think somebody from like one of the tourists gave it to me or something. I was good at collecting shit from tourists. But yeah, I was so proud of this piece of shit. It was worth less than 5 cents.
Because it was yours. That's why. Correct. It was yours.
It was.
It could be the ugliest thing. It could be the ugliest thing in life, but it's yours, especially at that age.
Debbie, the pettiness never goes away. I've learned that. Because I do. I keep grudges active in my subconscious, and then they bubble to the top when least expected. And just when I'm feeling good with somebody, and then a memory comes back and it's like, bitch, I was angry at you in 1976. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not a good quality, y'all. It's not. But it's mine. Okay, so what else we got to say about Allie and like?
Well, they go walking along the sea spray, and she gets mad because the sea spray is working her nerve and it tastes salty. Okay, sea spray, and she wants to make sure that Ollie's coming to England for her. He says, "I'm not just coming for a visa," which doesn't really answer her question, but we all know what he's saying. And she says, "I don't exercise. I do extra fries." And I'm like, "Okay, you honest."
But he did say that he was coming for the visa, but then he course corrected.
Correct.
But again, I really feel they have an agreement because she's stressing so much about paying back for Visa.
Right.
I
I can
feel
see
that's
that.
part of it. Yeah.
I never saw it that way. I just thought he was going to use her and just go a flat. I thought this was a straight con, and yeah, he's going to
Mm-mm.
dump her as soon as he can.
She's gonna wear him out financially and physically. I hope you're ready. Eat your vegetables, Ollie. You're gonna need it. Yeah, so
And
she packs up and she leaves and goes back and I guess the next time she comes down, she's going to bring him back with her or
that's
something.
that. Yeah, next time it'll be your suitcase.
He
So you know.
actually looks sad. He actually looks sad, but I think it was more the fact that he wasn't going this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he really had nothing to do with her.
Right.
Um mm.
Of course, and when he said, and I know what they was trying to do. They're trying to make it romantic. You know, I really hate to say, it's so hard to say goodbye to you. In my head, like, no, the reason why you say it's hard to say goodbye to her is because you weren't going with her. That's the way I took it. That's the way I took it. Like, it's not anything to do with her.
I guess she will have a lot of interesting thoughts on that solo 4-hour taxi ride back to the airport because I really don't think he answered her question for her to understand.
I'm glad you said it for her to understand, but he answers for we can understand. We know
I
exactly what
understood
he's.
it point blank period dot. He there for the visa.
Okay, for my sense, to get a British citizenship, you must live in the UK for years. But a spousal visa means you can live in the UK permanently and apply for citizenship later. Got it.
Oh, I wonder why they didn't do the spousal visa because it seems like the majority of the couples, is it the majority? The one from Egypt did the spousal visa. Who else on this show? Okay, so
Well,
the
well, they're not married yet. Remember, what's this? Nicole and Tahir are already married, so that's why they did the spousal visa. That
right,
makes sense.
right. So he's very devious because, like she said, he gets citizenship. Wait, he could live
But
in the UK permanently and apply for citizenship later.
without marrying her.
Right. He could come straight. No, that's the spousal one. A
But no.
spousal visa, you could
Oh,
come, yeah, you could work right away and apply for your citizenship
gotcha.
later. But with the one where you go over to the UK and get married, doing that K1 thing, I think it's a bit longer. Because for
Okay.
us, they have to be married for 5 years before you could apply for your citizenship here in
Yeah.
the States. Mm-mm-mm. It was a little odd that his friend was crying over him leaving, or is that my ingrained? Well, I thought it was sweet because it seems like they have a good friendship. And don't forget, half of the rent money is going with Ali.
Right.
So now, he's used to Ali being his roommate with all his, quirks or whatever. He's used Ali probably paid the rent on time, so he ain't had to worry about eviction. Now he got to find somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be sad too, especially if he
So
going with Sam.
so they're doing a K1. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
This
living
is
in the UK for
very
3
interesting.
years. Oh, he only got to live there for 3 years? Ooh. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. So behind on the video. No, we know this is super late for you, Farmada.
For
We
real.
really appreciate it.
And this is good information because this kind of helps me understand the process a little better
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not really up on this kind of stuff. I just watch it for the pure stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Sam,
Mm-hmm.
if you really, I'm not gonna say if you really loved him. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say like that. I'm gonna say like if you had full trust in him, then y'all would be going for the spousal. You would just get married and do the spousal. But
Mm-hmm.
you still have doubts, but you're still gonna bring this man over here.
Yeah, because Nicola in the back of her head telling her, don't believe it. She's the one with
But
Nicola, right? Yeah.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
but she's still gonna bring him over though,
Yeah.
so he can meet another UK girlie if he hasn't already
Yeah.
met one.
Yeah. Of course. But she gonna get her visa money back though.
Right.
All right,
Okay,
last
y'all. Oh, she has it in writing too.
Uh,
Just
whatever.
saying.
I'm gonna hold that thought to myself. Next up is these two idiots.
Oh,
I
Kathleen. I forgot her name.
I
To
cannot
me, to
stand
me,
these
to
two.
me, to me, she's Sana's friend. That's how I remember her. She's Sana's friend.
Sana's friend.
That's all I got.
Listen, Sana friend said in that video call, "You are not romantic."
Right. And why is the ex girly? What's her name? Charlotte. The ex girly told her, she said, "Well, we dated. He was romantic. So what are you talking about?" I'm like,
Okay,
"Well,
wait, hold up. He said, what did he say about that girl? They dated when they were in school. Which level?
right."
Primary, secondary, which level? Because they used to go home and play video games
Neil
together.
Games.
What teenagers going home to play, like girl teenagers going home with you to play a video game? Somehow it didn't, and then I think he said something that how they used to play, but not the video game. It was just
It was
weird. It just
weird.
made me think that they were childhood
Right.
friends, and he is, because I don't think he's ever had a real girlfriend unless they were really overseas.
Right.
Like, and this girl seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders. I in no way think that she was in any sort of relationship with Jamie, because Jamie's been too far up his mother's ass to be in a relationship. Um and I think she just knows him as a friend, and that's why she can say with confidence, "You are not romantic."
And we need more of his friend too, because his friend just drags him every episode, and I enjoy it.
Richard, it was Richard,
Yes.
was the guy
Yes.
that was sitting with them playing Monopoly. The two
Yes.
of them were awesome.
We need more. We need more of that. Just drag him for filth on every episode because he's not entertaining. He could have kept that poem.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. If anything, what I would have done when you're not good at something, what you do is you go and find a cute little short poem. You copy and paste that bad boy into the Google synonym doohickey and let them rework that shit for you. And then you tell her that her eyes look like liquid pools of sunshine or some shit like that. Yeah, no, don't try to write stuff on your own. Never again.
Wait, what about Chat GPTS or whatever the fuck it is, the
Who
AI
okay,
thing?
somebody could have done that for you.
Or even worse yet, he could have read her fucking Shakespeare and she wouldn't have known what the hell it was.
Even better. Oh, Ryan was right with you. Right? Hey,
What?
Susan. She said that
Chat
point was so
GPT.
tired. He can chat GPT.
Yes. I was shocked that he was sitting down there pulling up fire extinguisher, bread, toaster, light bulb. What? If I was the person at that cafe, I would have kicked him out weeks ago. He couldn't have been sitting up in my place, wasting my good table. Like the whole camera crew would have been having to buy pastries and coffee every 30 minutes.
Oh, and the therapist went to go see, aka production. That was
Waste of time.
like, and she just kept looking at him. She kept looking at him like, "What's wrong with you?"
When she asked him, well, what is she like? Oh, she likes to go out to eat. Uh, like everybody likes to eat. He doesn't know Kathleen.
No,
He doesn't know Kathleen. Um, this was such a waste of an episode for me. This was
but
such a waste, but there's something coming up for them.
some sort of surprise.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably the mama cut off the purse strings or something.
Do you think he's going to bring her over to the UK for a vacation?
I think he has to because he's gone to Cyprus. She needs to come over and meet mother.
And see the attic where they going to live?
Right.
Oh, boy. Anyway, I
These two
think
make no
we've hit
sense.
everybody. Hmm?
These two make no sense. To me, it's
No.
funny. These two that aren't even like. I feel like the other ones are kind of in the ballpark. You can kind of see if you squint real hard. With these two, even if I squint real hard in the heavy rain, I still can't see it. So yeah, no.
But she's old enough to be his mother. She's like 67 years old. Like, come on.
According to the good people, she's 36.
Oh, I don't know. Um, I'm I'm not like, and we still haven't seen Chicken.
Next episode, finally, the preview.
They've been saying that since episode 1.
No, but this is the actual preview for the next episode. So I'm confident we're seeing
We're
Raul.
gonna see them at the very end of the episode. You watch
Yes,
this.
of course. Oh yeah, of course.
Why am I loving that he's gone back to the chicken store with the Arab people, and they gonna put him in a chicken costume? Brilliant.
Exactly.
Brilliant. But I how like they couldn't bring on chicken earlier? Episode 8? Episode 8. I'm so upset. Anyhow, y'all, this is our recap. I think we've hit every single one of the loser couples. And if we missed one, oh well. It's the weekend, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful weekend off. Farmata, again, we really appreciate you hanging in there, but go to sleep, girl. It's what we call replay. Oh. Anyway, y'all, have a wonderful weekend. Jamal, any final thoughts on this mess?
No, I'm glad we finally get the comic relief. Because my here's my guess. I could be wrong.
Mhm.
My guess is Charlotte gets stood up fairly soon, and
Mhm.
Chicken and the Peoples is taking her place. That's my guess.
Mhm.
That's my working theory right now.
Could be, could be. Could be. Oh, Ryan's asking about Costco Trader Joe corner.
Oh,
Um I I
let me
didn't
I still have it. I still have it.
hold on. Let me see. Did I send it to myself? I can't even remember.
Let me see. Oh, I can maybe have to look it up here.
Gmail. No. Oh, I did. No, I didn't.
Let me see if I can find the photo.
That was last week's, wasn't it?
Oh, here it is. Let me see. Okay, here it is. So I just
Mhm.
really found these. Oh, can you do this? Present.
Ah.
Okay, so these right here are the Rainbows and Trail Mix bars. They're new to
Mhm.
my Trader Joe's. And I saw the sign was Miss Mark. It said 99 cents. I'm like, oh, well, maybe this is an introductory thing. So I go to the
Mhm.
counter, it rings up 4.99. I'm like, oh, well, your sign says 99 cents. So you might want to change that. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, I'll just change the price for you. I took a photo and I said, yeah, it says 99 cents. And
Mhm.
I went back today, it still said 99 cents. But you just need to hear that these are really good. These are
Mhm.
It tastes like actual trail mix. I was not expecting that much from them. So if you're in the store, you see it, grab a box. Like yeah, they're like $5, $4.99, $1 a bar,
Mhm.
which is not bad at all, and they're really good. I had mine this morning with the first one was with coffee. The second one was with some apple juice. Tasted so good, like perfect size, portion control, awesome. I highly recommend them.
Mhm.
So that's mine.
Okay, hold on. I've got something that I can share. This. Let me see if it came through. Here we go. All right, so download. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. Downloads. Okay, so it's summer here in Florida, and it's hotter than hell. Why is this not coming up? That's why. There we go. It's hotter than hell. And when I go out, as soon as I come back, I do one of two things. But this is my favorite thing. It's, y'all know I love coconut water.
Yes.
I usually get the Kirkland brand, which is really good. But this one is even better. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's less sugar. And these are natural sugars. They don't add any like additional sugars or anything like that. This is also a pink coconut water. It's organic, but coconut water helps hydrate you faster than water. And I either use this or one of those like liquid IV hydration multiplier things. Either one of the two is what I will use. But this is healthier for you than the liquid IV because liquid IV hasn't a lot of sugar.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
It does. But there are ones out there that do not have sugar in them. Just read your back label. But again, this is like even better than the Kirkland brand. It is even pinker than the Kirkland brand. It has less sugar than the Kirkland brand. Stock up on this when it goes on sale because the Kirkland's organic coconut water, they're both in the chiller section. And another reason why this is better, because it's in the chiller section. So their pasteurization process is not done by heat. It's done by pressure. When you do it by heat, it kills all the antioxidants that you're drinking this mess for. So the ones in the Tetra Pak that are shelf stable, you get a lot for the same money that you pay for this, but you're not getting the vitamins and the hydration that you need. Okay. And they're probably adding sugar to it. And it's coconut. You don't need to add sugar. You don't need to add sugar. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can. Hold on. I have a liquid. Hold on. I'll show you the liquid IV that I just bought because I think it is on sale at this week at Costco. Where's my mail? Let's see this. Download. Again, it's hot outside, guys. Just be careful. Let's see if I can turn this around. There we go. No. Okay. I'll do it this way because it's not coming up. This is the alternative. If you really need a quick jolt of hydration and energy, I use this. Liquid IV. This is extra hydration and energy combined. But again, be careful with this because they do have quite a bit of sugar in them. But this one, it helps with performance, brain power, focus, and mood. And pineapple is always a good flavor with this brand.
Ooh.
Yeah. So these come in little small packets. You get a bottle of water, pour the packet in, shake it up, and drink away.
Gotcha.
Yep. So again, be careful out there when it's hot. Hydrate. I always take a water bottle with me. During the summer, you won't see me really doing coffee because the caffeine dehydrates you.
Yep.
So I will drink water, but if I forget, Or if I drink all of my water when I'm out, as soon as I come in, I'm either having a coconut water or one of these packets. All right, so that's it, y'all. That's it, y'all. And if y'all have any tips, leave them in the comment section. I'll investigate. Jamal will too. You know our favorite stores.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is always my favorite.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Welcome to our new tribe members. Can't wait to see your comments in the comments section. And hey, Saturday replay crew, we see you watching on Saturdays. Love it. All right, Jamal. Until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.